over here, let's take a look at our next problem. So we're going to read the question first. It says, how many pounds should be removed? All right, everybody. So no matter how confident we feel right now, the one thing that we can be confident about is our ability to read a sentence. In this sentence, how many pounds should be removed? Can you give me a short phrase as to what we're looking for here? What are we looking for in this specific example? And I don't want you to talk about it in terms of the result or percent or the original. I want you to talk about it in terms of just a story. If we're reading the story, what are we trying to find at the end of the day in terms of the story? Yeah, we were trying to find the number of pounds that we have to take out, that we have to remove, the number of pounds that needs to be removed. So again, before you get to the math stuff, before you overwhelm your stuff with that, you want to begin simply with the story. What is the story saying I need to find? Once I know that, okay, some number of pounds that needs to be taken away, removed, sounds good. Now let's read the story, the other pieces of information, so I can connect the dots. So with that, let's go ahead and see what we say. A soldier's backpack weighs 40 pounds, but must be reduced by 12.5%. Okay, so let's see what we have and what we're looking for. We want to know that we have some pounds that are to be removed. So blank pounds removed. That's what we want to find out. And then we see that the backpack initially weighs 40 pounds. So I'll just say backpack weighs 40 pounds. And then we see here that it says it must be reduced by 12.5%. So I'm going to write that down. I'm going to say 12.5% reduction. Now, this is where, if you don't think that vocabulary matters in math, it does. My party people, can you tell me what two words on the screen that I've written mean the same thing? Which two words that I've written on the screen mean the same thing? Hint, hint, they both start with R. Yeah, removed and reduction. These mean the same thing, everybody. If I'm trying to reduce by a certain amount, that means I'm removing a certain amount. Before I continue, does that make intuitive sense? Removing and reducing in this sense, in this problem, they mean the same thing. All right. Now let's go ahead and think about the formula here. Let's think about that formula. The percent times the original amount equals the result. Let's get a little deeper here. We want to find what? The number of pounds that we are removing. So let's go ahead and write that down right here. I want the blank pounds removed. Everybody, let's take a look at that percentage that we were given. Does that percentage represent removing? Yes, it does. Reduction, 12.5% reduction. So we're taking off 12.5%. So if I write that down here, it's a 12.5% being removed, which is going to give me the amount removed. So before I continue, does that make a little more sense, everybody? The percent that we're applying will represent the amount that we get. And so if we have that connection, we want to plug into the formula with that connection. And don't worry, if you think that all these problems are going to be like this, get ready. They're not. But we have to pay attention now so we don't get got later. Yeah, we're going to talk about that decimal movement for sure too. So remember, the original amount, it represents what you have at the very beginning. You know, before any alterations, before any changes, this is where that original amount comes into play. And that's right over here. That backpack, before anything was done, it's at 40 pounds. So I'm going to write that 40 right over there. So once we're here, this is where we shift from, hey, we worked through that understanding in the formula, and now we're just going to apply that formula. So let's get it done here. Boom, let's zoom on in and let's write it out. We have 40 times 12.5%. Everybody, what is that 12.5% going to turn into? When we move that decimal place over, we're going to do once, twice. So yeah, that should be 0.125. That's going to be 0.125 multiplied by 40. And so what we'll do is over here on the side, we'll calculate. And one thing that I'm not going to play around with is that we have 1, 2, 3 decimal places right over here. So let's go ahead and do that first. 0.125 on the top, and we'll multiply by the 40 on the bottom. Again, remember, 1 times 2 is the same as 2 times 1. So the order doesn't matter. I'm just being smart about it because I don't want to have this on the bottom and then have to write 3 separate lines. I'm not trying to do that. I'm going to avoid all that work. So let's go ahead and get it done. 5 times 0, 0. 2 times 0, 0. 1 times 0, 0. That's easy. Next up, we're going to go to the next line, placing a 0 so we can start at the proper place value. And so we have 5 times 4. That's going to be 20. Carry the 2. Then we have 2 times 4. That's 8. Carry the 2. And that'll be 10. Carry the 1. Then we have 1 times 4, which is 4. Carry the 1. That is 5. Add everything back up. And we're going to get 0, 0, 0, 5. And at this point, we should always, always, always bring back 2 decimals, right? We're always bringing back 2 decimals, right? Come on, blindly agree with me, please. No, that's right. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. When it comes to multiplying by decimals, we got to be patient. And we have to understand that we are bringing back as many decimals as we ignored. Yeah, exactly. In this case, we have 1, 2, 3 here. We have none over here, so just, kind of cross that out. So we have 3. And so what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3. Boom. So the answer is not 5,000 or 500 or even 50. The answer is 5. That's what we're going to get. And so the answer choice that's correct is answer choice C. 5 pounds. The soldier needs to reduce or remove 5 pounds from his backpack. So now that we're contextualizing this, I hope you're starting to see the connections here, especially with the formula. The percent that you apply is that result that you get. So with that, let's gear ourselves up. Let's gear ourselves up to another one, and let's keep having fun.